girls. And when babies are born, they're given so many adorable little gifts. Little tiny hats, little blankets made by Aunt Sarah. My mother-in-law made them these beautiful outfits, and I put them on them regularly. My mother is from Eastern Europe, and she decided that a child needs like a mascot to take them through life, a little doll that they can hold on to, hold dear for the rest of their life. She bought my daughter Daniela a clown named Bobo. You see, my mother didn't have a doll of her own because she was born during World War II. And when she came over on the warship, there was this captain who reminded her of this clown here, Bobo. We could have named him Captain Bobo, but we felt that was a little too formal. So we just called him Bobo. Bobo grew up with my girls. He was such a happy, happy clown. He hung around on shelves. He went on cruises with us, and my children dressed him up with little hair bands. And we dragged him around and schlepped him around and took Bobo everywhere. In general, Bobo had a really good life until Daniela was gonna start high school. Clowns become less important to children in high school, so I found out. Bobo's life began to mimic the antics that Daniela had in high school. One night, she had stayed up all night doing who knows what. She was a teenager, she was watching movies, playing games, I don't even know. She didn't want to go to school that morning. She pulls the blankets over her head and she says, "Mom, call the school. I'm sick. I can't go to school." Where was Bobo? Under the bed. Bobo knew this was not going to end well. And yes, she was going to school that day. One night, there was a loud thunderstorm outside. Thunder was banging. Lightning was shocking through the sky. And my daughters ran through the house and jumped into my bed. And I'm a good mother. I needed to calm them down. So we sang songs, Raindrops on Roses and Whiskers on Kittens. And that seemed to calm them down, so I kept going to Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Where was Bobo? At the foot of the bed, hiding his head. Bobo was afraid of the rain too, and he couldn't climb up onto my bed like the girls could. Oh, then there was that day. Daniela wasn't always the easiest child to parent. She went out drinking one night, and it was not okay with me, and it was not okay with the law. She was too young for this. Bobo was very, very worried about Daniela. I walked down the stairs one morning, and I saw Daniela sprawled out on the living room floor, fast asleep, on her stomach, face down. And where was Bobo? On the landings of the step, on his stomach, face down, watching over Daniela. Then things progressed. Daniela has a sister, you know. Her name's Talia. She never liked clowns. When she was a baby, she would cry so hard that her body temperature would rise and she would get a fever, and we were constantly showing up at emergency rooms just because she was afraid of clowns. But alas, she grew up with Bobo the Clown. How could this be? She let Bobo the Clown live in the house with us. That didn't seem to be a problem. Talia was a very helpful child. She liked to help around the house, and I loved that. I thought that was great. Until I realized, I think she was playing Bobo the whole time. she got him caught up in the vacuum. And she started screaming, "I'm sorry, I don't know how that happened. I don't know what he was doing on the floor anyway. I mean, what was he doing there? And if I just take his head and I yank it like this, I'll get it out. No, don't yank Bobo's head." Oh, that was a disaster. Bobo was terrified, but he survived that. Played well, Talia. Oh, Bobo had such a good life with us. He loved hanging around. He was upended against furniture half the time of his life. I don't even know how that happened. But as time goes, high school was over. Daniela was joining the Air Force. Bobo wasn't fit enough to go to the Air Force. He was all fluffy, and he would never have been able to do push-ups or a 15-minute mile. Well, we were closing up the house, stretching things across the boxes, putting things in. Bobo was watching with his one eye by now. What's going to happen to me? Where am I going to go? Well, Bobo ended up in a bag with all of Daniela's other things. And now, Bobo resides in our hearts as the clown that survived our family circus.